Can you talk to me about menopause? If weight gain and loss is calories in and calories out, why is there so much talk about weight gain during perimenopause and menopause? Great question.
This awesome question. Yes. So, the first thing I want to touch on is that uh, menopause is and perimenopause symptoms. It is an incredibly challenging time of life for many women, right? You're cruising along, doing life, and all of a sudden, all these symptoms start coming out of nowhere. And because it's not, menopause just honestly isn't that well, I mean, it's recognized medically, but it's not overly understood by the general population. And it's not even, there's not a ton of empathy for it. But
Well,
it's
and it's been taboo. I mean, I'm
yeah,
thinking about my mom
totally.
going through perimenopause and menopause. That was the thing that we didn't really discuss. Like it just was kind of flying under the radar. It was happening,
Totally.
obviously, but
Totally. So it's challenging, and we go through this major transition in our lives, major hormonal shifts, and there's not a lot of empathy for it. So I just want to say that first. If you are experiencing perimenopause symptoms, they are real and they are hard, and they can make making, positive, helpful, healthy lifestyle choices harder. It just does, right?
yeah.
And the other thing that is absolutely true is that because of these hormonal shifts, there are often body composition shifts that happen in women. So essentially, we start carrying more fat around our middles, and lots of women, whether they put on weight or not, they see a body composition shift, and that can be really tough for a lot of women to accept.
Yeah. I think what the more recent research is showing is that a lot of, if there is the experience of weight gain during perimenopause or menopause, it is often related to either just aging in general, which is something that we don't tease out very often in this whole discussion. Like as we get older, male, female, identifying, whatever, like we're losing muscle mass, we're maybe getting more sedentary, we might have more stress, we have different
Hmm.
life experiences that cause us to gain weight,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's not always reflective of what's going on perimenopause or menopause, right?
Yeah,
Like those
totally.
men do experience weight gain as they get older too.
Hmm.
But also the experience of, as someone who traditionally carries their weight around their hips and thighs, to start then getting a little bit more weight or fat distribution around my stomach can be a really like,
Oh,
yeah,
what
like this is
is
new.
this? Yeah.
Yeah, but again, that's really normal. And I think that that's what the research is showing, that it might not be necessarily like weight gain, but where we're carrying that weight that
Yeah,
changes
the
as we get
distribution.
older.
Yeah, totally. And, when I'm talking to our clients, I often compare it to going through puberty or going through a pregnancy. I mean, obviously, very different circumstance than being pregnant. You're not growing a baby. But the point being, this is a major hormonal shift and transition in our lives. We have a ton of empathy, understanding, and acceptance for when kids go through puberty. We have the same understanding, empathy uh, when women are pregnant or postpartum. We get it. We accept it. These big hormonal shifts. Guess what? It's going to happen again, probably in your 40s ish, late 40s, 50s. It's going to happen. It's inevitable for any like biologically born female.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So weight gain, weight loss does still come down to calorie balance, energy balance,
Yeah.
right? But the symptoms and the shift in hormones can influence our behaviors and where we're carrying any weight.
Totally. And I know even, sometimes these things happen slowly, sometimes they happen fast, but essentially energy balance still matters. That's what we're saying. Energy balance matters even during, menopause. It is that there are just a lot of invisible, well, they're not invisible, but a lot of behaviors shift, and they shift ever so slightly. Like Annie was saying, we might be doing a little more emotional eating. We might be doing a little less movement, and that energy balance shifts, and that can be what's leading to the weight gain.
Yeah. Yeah. Great question.